What's the dumbest thing you've ever done? I had a huge presentation at work, and I could not afford to be late. I spent all night making sure everything was perfect. Notes organized, slides rehearsed, even picked out the perfect outfit to look as professional as possible. I set my alarm early to leave with plenty of time. Everything was going smoothly, until it was time to leave and my car keys were nowhere to be found. Panic set in. I checked the usual spots. The counter, my desk, my jacket pockets, nothing. I retraced my steps, thinking maybe I left them in the bathroom or the kitchen, still nothing. At this point, I was getting desperate. I tore my apartment apart, flipping couch cushions, crawling under my bed, ripping open drawers like a detective in a crime show. Nothing. Time was running out and I was officially freaking out. I had no choice. I called a locksmith, explained the emergency, and begged him to come as soon as possible. 20 minutes and $200 later, the guy showed up and got to work. I stood there watching as he worked his magic, sweating bullets, thinking about how I was going to explain this to my boss. Finally, with a satisfying click, the car door swung open. I exhaled in relief. Finally, I could get to work. I sat down in the driver's seat, ready to speed off, but then I reached for the ignition and froze. The car wouldn't start because I didn't have the keys. I just sat there staring at the empty ignition, my brain refusing to accept what just happened. The locksmith was still standing there watching me, probably wondering why I hadn't driven off yet. Dreading the answer, I patted my pockets one last time, and that's when I felt it. A small, familiar shape. My keys, sitting in my back pocket the entire time. I slowly turned to the locksmith. I just handed him the $200 and drove off. I got to work late, down $200, and all my coworkers laughed